Hello. Heidi Dean here, social media expert for actors, answering your social media questions. Someone let me know. Can you hear me? Can you see me? Hopefully you can. Hi, Sunny King. Hey, Rockstar. I'm excited to help you with your social media. Happy Hump Day. Happy Wednesday. And did you guys know today is my favorite day of the year? You may have heard of Taco Tuesday. You may have heard of International Pancake Day, but have you heard of Social Media Day? It is June 30th. That is today. And it's Social Media Day. It's like my day. I'm so excited. Hey, Sunny. Hi, Andy. Let me know if you guys can hear me and you can see me. I'm assuming Andy can hear me or at least can see me because she said hi. So today I'm going to be here answering as many social media questions as I can live. Hey, Richard. Happy Social Media Day. It's my day, Nathan, right? This is my day. Forget Christmas, forget Thanksgiving, forget my birthday. This is my day. I mean, come on. Great, I sound great. Perfect. I am going to dive right in because I see a question already. So just drop your questions in the chat here. I hope all of you guys are staying cool because all over the country is very, very hot. Nathan, you're in New York. We're on like day 4 of over 100 degrees. And in my office, I have to turn the air off to go live. So if you see me sweating, that's why. Awesome. Okay, so Sunny asked, how do I share on Instagram from my laptop? And how do I share others' posts on Instagram? Perfect. Well, others' posts on Instagram, it depends where you want to share them. So on anybody's post on Instagram, let me make sure my sound is off on my phone. We can go to anybody's post. Let me just find one as an example. That's not a reel. Here we go. So here is Liz's post, right? If I wanted to share this to my stories, all I have to do is hit this little tiny airplane button, which is kind of hard to see with my ring light, but just look on a post. There's like a paper airplane button. I'll be able to share their post to my Instagram stories. Those are the little bubbles at the top, Sunny. I know you're newer to social. So that's how you would share a post to stories. To share somebody's post to your feed, you got to use an app that we can't natively do that in Instagram yet. They've teased that we might get that feature. So you're going to need to use a reposting app. Let me look at the one I have in here now. I have one called Repost Plus. You can see it right here. But just go into the App Store, whether you're on Android or on Apple, and type in reposting apps, and then you'll use that app to repost that person's post to your feed, okay? A lot of schedulers will also have reposting capabilities, and Sunny, you will learn about that in Rockstar, okay? How do I share on Instagram from my laptop? As of right now, there are only 2 ways to do that. You use a scheduler. So I use Planoly, P-L-A-N-O-L, Planoly, P-L-A-N-O-L-Y. Never was a spelling bee champ, obviously. So I use Planoly, and I can actually then schedule my post from my computer. So upload, and then it sends them to my phone. All right, so that's a workaround tool. If you have a creator account, you can also use there's a little creator studio that helps you post from desktop. Sunny, this is all stuff I can show you how to do when you start the Rockstar Challenge in our calls. And the other workaround, which won't be a workaround, Instagram just teased this week that we may be able to post from the computer, from desktop very soon. This has been a huge thing that people have asked for years. So hopefully, Sunny, you will be able to just go into desktop very soon and be able to post from there. And when you can, I will show you how to do it. I will have a video to help you. Okay. All right. Okay. Hey, Andy. Hey, Chad. Happy Social Media Day. Teresa, love your haircut. Oh, thank you. I do too. I need to cut it again, actually. It's getting a little long. Hi, Robert Ball from Tulsa. Richard, by the way, you're looking amazing. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Nathan Edwards says a 4-shower day. Yes, it is so hot. Okay. Keep the questions coming, guys. Robert Ball, what's a good ratio of original post to reposting other people's posts? Great question. My answer for businesses would be very different than my answers for an actor. An actor is a public figure. So when I go to your accounts, I don't want to have a second where I go, oh, who are they? Where are they? Who is this person? Right? So Robert, make sure you are always present on your account. Okay. If you're posting too many quotes and too many pictures of, that other people have posted, sometimes we lose you. Okay. So there's no real ratio, but just make sure that you don't get lost. Okay. As an actor, you're a public figure. I need to find you on that page. All right. And also make sure if you are going to do reposting, make sure everything you repost align with your castability, your vibe, who you are. It's a thing I see happen a lot, is that you're relying on, oh, I'm going to repost this quote I saw and this from somebody else. And then when I go to your Instagram, it looks like you're pulling from 50 different accounts, and it's taking away from me really getting to know who you are and getting to know your energy. So try not to repost too much, and make sure it all aligns with your energy, your vibe. Okay. Let me know if that makes sense, Robert. That was a great question. I answer the same questions, I feel like, over and over again, and have for about 6 years now. But I don't know if I've ever answered that question. Awesome. Chad says, wow, posting to Instagram from desktop. Yes. They haven't said when it will happen, but they did tease that it may be a big possibility soon. And I'm thrilled too. I love running my social media from my computer. I've talked about that many times. It helps me filter what I want to see. It helps me make bookmarks so I can go exactly where I want to go and not see crap, not see politics, not see anything. And so if I have the ability to post from desktop, I think it's going to be a game changer for me too, even with a better time management. And I'm good at time management. So, all right. Okay. Jenny says, happy to hear that we can share on Instagram from our computers. Yes, yes. Hi, Heidi. I noticed my YouTube views, Laura, I should say, Laura Marassa, thank you for joining me. Hi, Heidi. I noticed my YouTube views have been going down recently, but I haven't changed the quality or frequency of my videos. Am I just not getting my videos to the right audience? I would have to see what you're creating. Can you tell me what type of channel you have, Laura? Because ironically, I've noticed this past month that my views have been much higher than usual. So I'm seeing an opposite trend. It may just be the subject matter of the videos that you've done recently. Are they things that people are actually searching for? Okay. What are your titles? Look at the titles you're creating. Look at the descriptions. Look at your tags. And are those titles something somebody would actually go into YouTube and search for? Okay. I use a lot of tools. I use TubeBuddy. It's a great plugin, and it really lets me know if a keyword in my title is something that my channel can rank for, or if maybe I'm a little out of my league, or maybe nobody's searching for that. So look at that too. Get TubeBuddy, Laura. I also use a tool called Keywords Everywhere that helps me know the search volume for keywords I use in my titles. Okay. So if it's only been a month, I wouldn't worry much, but do look at those tools. Another thing to experiment with, which I will have a video for you guys hopefully soon, is, Laura, have you used any YouTube shorts yet? And I'm not talking like YouTube shorts, like shorts that you would wear. We now have short form video content, just like TikTok, just like Reels on YouTube. And we have for about, most people got it about a month ago. And it's very similar to TikTok and Reels. You can add music. It's very similar. You shoot it right in the app. So I've been experimenting with, I think I did about 3 shorts this last month. And I didn't even share them with my list. I didn't really share them on social media. And some of them got the same amount of views as a video that I would share with my whole community. So using shorts right now, Laura, could be a fantastic way for you to get more views on your YouTube channel, because they are really pushing them out. They want people to use them. Okay. So YouTube shorts, it's vertical content, just like Reels and TikTok. And I think most people have it. If you're in the US, then you should have it. Okay. Comedy videos, original sketches. Yeah. Oh, and definitely be using shorts for that then. Okay. Laura, let me know if you haven't used them yet, but you're definitely going to try it. Great. And what's funny is, we had TikTok, then Reels, and shorts have actually been in the works for a while. All the features kind of work they're very similar. So if you've used Reels or used TikTok, the process of creating one is very, very similar. My first one took me seconds to make, because it's about the same. Everyone's copying everyone, right? All right, let's see. Okay, Wilbert. Hey, yo yo. Sugar Plum, I've been seeing people use hashtags on YouTube too. Actually, for a very long time, you could put hashtags in your description and they will rank right under, your video title. Three hashtags will show up. I think that's been going on for about 2 years now. So I usually try to find three very specific long tail keywords that I rank for. So for me, Instagram for actors, social media for actors, marketing for actors are usually the hashtags that you see there. And it helps because if somebody actually types a hashtag in a search, which hashtags are the language of social media, I come up. I don't just come up if they put the word. Okay. But when I say use hashtags on YouTube, put it in your description. You're not putting it where it says tags. Tags are keywords. They're not hashtags. Okay. A few of them could be hashtags, but that's a mistake I see a lot of you guys make is because I have TubeBuddy, I told Laura to use TubeBuddy, I can see everybody's tags. I can see your tags. I can, so I can see what you're using. And I see that a lot of you guys are thinking tags on YouTube means hashtags. And you shouldn't have a list of hashtags there. They should be keywords that your video could show up for in search. Okay. All right. And Laura, another question for you. When you're doing your tags and when you're doing your titles and your descriptions, what kind of keywords are you using? Are you using just comedy, sketch? Are you using these little keywords or are you using long tail keywords? A long tail keyword is exactly like it sounds. So instead of me trying to rank for social media or social and media, I'm ranking for social media for actors. It's all one keyword. It's called a long tail keyword because it's more specific. It's easier for me to rank for than social media. Let me know if that makes sense, guys. Okay, very, very important. Any of you that have a YouTube channel that you want to have rank at all and show up in search, you want to use these longer tail keywords in your titles. All right, or you're just going to get lost in all the people that are on YouTube. There's a lot of competition, right? Okay, Laura says, awesome. Thank you. All right. Okay. Donnie says, do they work differently on each? Oh, okay, you're talking. I didn't see your question about it. Now I see it. Okay, Donnie says, question, difference between how to mention someone in Instagram versus Twitter versus Facebook. Okay, do they work differently on each? They're slightly different with how people get notified. On Instagram, we have on all platforms we can mention or we can tag somebody in a photo, right? So you have a couple different ways that you can either give someone a shout out or get on somebody's radar. And Donnie is a rock star in this session. I can't wait to meet you next week. We will talk about how to utilize these to get on people's radar in week 4 of the challenge. Okay. So Facebook, we can tag people in photos. Instagram, we can tag people in photos. And Twitter, we can tag people in photos as long as they have in their settings that they'll let you tag them in photos. What's really important is that you only do this with people that are actually in the photos, guys, or associated with the things that you're posting about. Okay, you should not be tagging random casting directors, random people in your photos and your headshots. That is the number one way to get blocked on social media. I can't tell you how many times I've heard someone say that in the business. They will block you if you tag them in your random headshot, unless they've, of course, put it out there that do a self-tape, a headshot, and tag me, okay? Mentions pretty much, they work the same. You're going to use the @ symbol and you're gonna tag somebody. There used to be different rules on Twitter, especially if the tag used to be in the front, but those have changed. Thank you, Twitter, about 2 years ago. So it's pretty much about the same, right? Mix them up, include it in the sentence, okay? All right. It feels so weird. Guys, this is a lie. I'm not drinking coffee. This coffee is not making me awesome because I ate something like not so good last night. Ugh. So I felt like queasy all day. So I'm having ginger tea. This is probably the first live ever that I'm not having coffee. So this ginger tea is hopefully making me awesome. I don't know what I ate. Ugh. Okay. Okay. Sunny, how to use Google to spread your brand so folks can find you in search? Um, well, that's a little further out than social media. And I'll be honest, I'm not a Google expert. Um, you might think I am because when you look up social media, I'm everywhere. But you know how I did that? Well, number one, I wrote lots of articles, so I show up a lot of places, but also social media is one of the first things that shows up in search for your name. So as you're more present in on social media, as you post more, as you create videos on YouTube, guess what comes up in Google search? Google owns YouTube, right? So when you look me up, you are not only going to see my website, you're not only going to see my all my social media, you're going to see my videos that I've created on YouTube. So one of the best ways to expand your brand on Google is to make sure you have your online presence set up from social media, all your platforms looking good because they're part of your first impression, to your IMDb, to your YouTube channel. That is all going to help your brand. And the more you're using keywords in your bio, in your across your YouTube channel, which I know you're in YouTube Essentials, my YouTube class as well. The more you're using those keywords for what people would, for your name and how people would find you, the more you'll show up. Okay. That's the simple version, but social media is one of the quickest ways to do it. Okay. Especially for your name. But there's a couple people that have your name. Hi, Allie. Okay. Let me know, Donnie, if that made sense. Allie Sam, I think it is. Is that okay for an actor to follow so many people to get more people following? You can follow people, like-minded people that you want showing up in your feed. Hoping that they're going to join your tribe. There's nothing wrong with that. The problem is there's limits to that. Like on Twitter, you need a certain amount of people following you back, or Twitter says, nope, sorry, you can't follow anymore. It's once you get to 7,500 people on Twitter. All right, sorry, 5,000 people on Twitter. Twitter's going to say, oh, sorry, you can't follow any more people. You need to have a certain amount of people following you back. Okay. And I only really suggest you do that with like-minded people, like somebody that you would really jive with, that is probably going to follow you back. Okay. On Instagram, it's a good starter strategy for growing your following to find like-minded people that would be part of your tribe, meaning they do what you do, they love what you love, or they're fans of the projects that you're in, and start that way. But Instagram caps you at 7,500 people that you're following. A lot of people don't realize this. You get to 7,500 people, Instagram is going to say, sorry, you got to start unfollowing people, even if they are following you. So we have a max amount of people we can follow on Instagram. So I don't know if it might be Ali. It's sorry if I said your name wrong. It's there is a max, so it's a good starter strategy, but it's not a full strategy. Okay. All right. Donnie said yay. Okay, good. I'm hoping yay was yay. That made sense. Okay. Ali, this is kind of a follow-up question. Is there any way to get more followers without having to follow many people that we don't know? Yeah. Well, you said Instagram, or I guess anywhere. Instagram, Twitter. There's a lot of ways to grow on Instagram, Twitter. This is what I teach in my Rockstar class, what I teach in Insta Actor. And actually, before I get too far, I do want to remind you guys, because I'm going to get emails at midnight tomorrow, actually at 12:01 tomorrow night, because the sale is ending, the summer social media sale, and it will end at that time. That means, YouTube Essentials, Insta Actor, Social Rockstar Challenge, those discounts will go away. So make sure you guys grab your spot in that. The link is in the description, but I will see if I can drop it in the chat. Sometimes it does not let me do that. I'm not sure why, but we'll try. Let's see. Boom. We'll see. Okay. So is there any way to get more followers without having to follow people? Like I said, I'll leave that following as a full strategy it's not a strategy. So let me step back a little bit. Before you are doing anything to grow on any network like Instagram or Twitter, first of all, you got to make sure you have set up shop, right? You got to make sure your house looks great. Right. And what I see a lot of you guys doing is you're trying to grow You're like following people, engaging with people. You're doing all sorts of stuff. You're doing follow streams, but you haven't even vacuumed your house. You haven't even gotten a couch. You haven't cleaned up, right? So then when I finally come over, I look around and I don't want to stick around. I don't want to hit that follow button. So your first step before you ever think about growing is cleaning up that first impression. And it sounds simple, but if you don't do that, if you have not put a banner up on Twitter, if you don't have a bio that clearly tells me who you are and gives me a preview for what you post about, so I know whether I should hit follow, then why should I stick around? Why should I hit follow? I won't. I'll probably just leave. Okay. So make sure your first impression looks great. That includes having a posting strategy so that I do want to stick around and hit follow. Then you're ready to talk about engagement strategies, really figuring out who your audience is and going and engaging with them daily, right? And that doesn't mean following them. That could mean, liking, commenting, joining their conversations. It could mean finding a like-minded account that you love, that you think has your audience, and joining in their comment stream all the time, contributing, being one of the first commenters, and then you're up there all the time. Now we can pin post on Instagram. You leave a thoughtful comment on my Instagram. I know there's people here. Raise your hand if I've pinned your post. Guess what? If I pin your post on Instagram, you are at the top. It says pinned. That's some great exposure for your account. Okay. So, so engagement strategies, there are a lot of engagement strategies that can help get you in front of your like-minded target audience so that they come back and hit follow. The biggest way to grow, or one of the biggest ways to grow, is also collaboration strategies, Ali. So that's figuring out who your audience is. And this is what I teach in my classes and with my clients. So figuring out who these people are that do what you do, love what you love, or are fans of the shows and projects that you're on, and finding like-minded accounts with that audience and collaborating with them, collaborating with that influencer. And when I say influencer, they don't have to have a big account. They need to probably have about the same or a little bit more than you in terms of followers. But collaborating with other like-minded accounts, this can be going live with other like-minded accounts. This could be doing Instagram takeovers. It could be doing shout outs with other like-minded accounts. This is all stuff I teach in Instactor and the Social Rockstar Challenge. So clean up your account. Make sure you have posting strategy. Then you're going to do engagement strategies and collaboration strategies to grow. Okay. Other quicker ways right now, Instagram Reels. Huge way to get more exposure still. And we're nearing the year mark. I think it was August 6th that Reels came out. And I kind of remember that, it wasn't August 6th. It was August 7th. My daughter's birthday is August 6th. And we were camping for her birthday. And of course, they break one of the biggest changes in social media on Instagram when I'm camping. And I had to make a video for you guys when I was camping. That's why I remember it. I had to break the news for you guys. But all right. So does it make sense, Ali? And let me know if it's Ali or Ali. I hate when I butcher people's names. Let me know if that makes sense. So really it's a multi-step strategy for growing. Okay. And then as you grow, what's exciting is as you get bigger, that's when passive strategies like hashtags are really passive strategy. You're not going to see huge growth until you actually get bigger. Once you're a bigger account, you're going to start ranking more and more for larger hashtag streams and showing up as a top post. And that's more exposure. Okay. All right. I went off on that question for a while. And I could talk more. If I don't see more, I'll give you, there's also how to create a shareable post, right? All right. Karina, how do I contact Instagram to ask for my password? I forgot it. You should be able to write in the app, say, I forgot my password. If you can't find it on the app, you should be able to do it on desktop. I usually reset my password a lot on desktop. Okay. And go to Instagram help. Just go to Google and type in Instagram help. I forgot my password. There may actually be a help page for that, but I think they're just going to tell you to hit I forgot my password. All right, Donnie. So @ is universal. Yes, yeah. And on Facebook, when you put @ in somebody's name, it actually like transforms it right away and will like take it away and just have their name or will have their page there. Okay. Yeah, that's also that, and that's actually changed, I'd say, in the past couple of years on Facebook as well. Facebook, we used to have the ats at all, the handles. All right, Chad. If you use a GIF or a GIF or however you like to say it, or a picture in a tweet, will that tweet perform better? Ooh, great question. Something I do test with my stuff all the time. I will be honest, it depends on the GIF or the GIF. I don't know if you're a GIFer or a GIFer, Chad. Everyone says it differently. Using visuals, using photos and videos have been proven in a lot of studies to help your tweets stand out. But even that's isn't always the case. You'll notice, Chad, you follow me everywhere. I do what I call Heidi tips on my Twitter, and those are those quick little kind of inspirational sayings that are usually mine. I think actually today's is going to be Dwayne Johnson, but usually it's something I've created and written. And those normally I don't put a picture with them, and those perform very well. Sometimes in the past, I used to have a picture or a GIF with them, and they didn't perform as well. So it really depends on what type of post it is, I think. But if you are trying to get somebody to, if it's something you want them to click on, where if they see a link, they might scroll by. A GIF might actually get them to stop, and get them to laugh, right? So, but for the most part, using photos and videos, actually, even on Twitter, it's been shown that people are more likely to share and more likely to stop their scroll. Okay. Ooh, I love it. I'm getting so many Twitter questions. I feel like I've got my Twitter dress on today. I love Twitter. So let me have a sip of my ginger tea here, guys. Hold on one second. I think it's making my tummy feel better already. Awesome. Okay, Christina, on Twitter, is it okay if actors do the follow for a follow method? So as long as they're getting a decent amount of engagement from their followers, how much do social media numbers matter to casting? As long as you're doing it in a targeted way on Twitter. So, if you are getting very specific, Christina, about who your audience is, especially if it's like fellow people in the business, and and they follow you, and it's somebody you'd want in your tribe, you can follow them back, right? You guys can grow together. That's totally cool, because on Twitter we don't have that cap like Instagram where we hit 7,500 and they say no more. Twitter, you hit 5,000, you actually just have to have a certain amount of people following you back, so you can keep actually growing. I think it's like Tay Diggs. I feel like he follows everybody back, right? big actor, big artist, and has he's following. He might even actually be following more people than is following him back, which is very rare for somebody that's influential. So as long as you're being targeted about it, Christina, because if you're just randomly following people hoping they'll follow you back, and they're not your people, that's not an effective strategy. I like using a tool called Tweepy, and I talk about this in Rockstar. Christina, I'm not sure when you took Rockstar, Christina, because there's a new version. I totally redid the class in January, and the new version of class, week 5, I talk about how to use Tweepy to filter people that you want to find on Twitter. Tweepy is a really awesome tool because what it does is I can sift through people's Twitter bios. I can sift through anything on Twitter, locations, what the people talk about in their tweets. And I can really find people like-minded women filmmakers. I can really find my tribe and then go intentionally engage with those people. Or if I want to, follow those people to expand my tribe. So if you're doing it in an intentional way like that, then yeah, that does work. How much do social media numbers matter to casting? It depends on what casting director, what project you talk to. It doesn't matter on every project. I'm finding more and more what I'm hearing and what the conversations I'm a part of with my clients every day is that it's the tipping point a lot of the time. They got 2 people, they both can play the role, they're both super talented, and a lot of times one of them is on social and one isn't on social. So sometimes it's not even one person has 1 million followers. It's just that somebody's a team player and somebody has decided not to be, right? So it becomes a tipping point. You're bringing a built-in audience, and that means a lot, right? You see some of these people on TikTok, and don't get angry, guys. Some of these young now actors on TikTok that have 70 million followers. That's a huge built-in audience. It's really no different than a child actor just getting, with no experience, ending up in a movie. this person now has a movie and they're in acting class, just like that other teen actor, right? So you're bringing a built-in audience. So it is pretty, it's pretty important in some cases, but I wouldn't obsess about it. Really just work on it a little bit every day and tap into that audience. For you, Christina, I know you like horror films and the horror fam, right? So keep tapping into that crowd on Twitter, because they are there on Twitter. um, Sugar Plum, have you talked about TikTok? I have talked about TikTok, probably more in lives than actually in videos. I do have a TikTok tutorial on YouTube here. It is from last year, but for the most part, most of the buttons are still the same. So if you're looking for some ideas and you want to know how TikTok works, there is a tutorial on my channel, and I will try to link it for anyone watching the replay. And actually, since we have a few more people on right now, I just want to remind you guys, it's Social Media Day. June 30th is Social Media Day, my favorite day of the year. So while you're watching, let me know your favorite social network, whether it's to play or whether it's for your career. Drop it in the chat. Let me know your favorite social network. But for Sugar Plum here and anyone, let me give you some ideas for Twitter, because for TikTok. I really feel like TikTok, Instagram Reels has really been kind of a game changer for actors in terms of giving them a virtual stage to really show their talents, and for free and pretty much in the app. Yes, you could create a YouTube channel in the past, but it was a little bit more technical, and YouTube doesn't necessarily push out videos like TikTok and Reels does. On TikTok and Reels, we can mostly create your content right in the app. And I say mostly because I like to create some of it outside the app, but y'all can create it right on your phone if you want. So here's some things you can think about, Sugar Plum. I like that name. For what to put on TikTok, what to put on Reels. And if you guys could see me sweating, I have to turn my air conditioner off to do these lives, and it is like over 100 in New York right now. Whew. Okay, so TikTok ideas. Number one, as an actor, what special skills do you have on your resume? Do you do stunts? Do you do gymnastics? Do you skate? Think about Tom Holland when he was auditioning for Spider-Man. This was a couple years back. He was on his Instagram like every day showing us these cool stunts that were like, he was literally doing flips off of palm trees and like all these like Spider-Man-esque stunts, really showing the world I should be Spider-Man, right? If this had been today, he would be on TikTok or Reels doing the same thing. He wouldn't even just have to do it on the feed, right? So use TikTok, use Reels to showcase any of these special skills that could actually get you cast. Like I said, stunts, gymnastics, skating, martial arts, any of that. Any accents, languages. I saw an actor the other day, they put very simple sentence above them, and then the whole TikTok was about, showing you that they could say the sentence, and I think it was like theirs was about like 20 different accents, and it was amazing. If that overwhelms you, do one. Make it a short thing. Make it a, how many accents you could do, part one, and then do one, part two, part three, make it a series. Okay, so use it to show your special skills. You can dance, and I only say that, you don't have to dance on Reels or TikTok. You guys know this is the extent of my dancing on TikTok and Reels. But if you do dance, so you do musical theater, you're a tap dancer, you do hip hop, freestyle, whatever type of dance you do, hop on the dancing trends and show us your dancing skills in action, because that is something that could get you cast. Okay, and now you have a virtual stage to actually put that out on social media. And you don't even feel like you're being promotional about these things because it's actually now the language of the platform. Pretty cool, right? I've talked about it many times that you can do scenes with yourself. Actually, I have a hat right here. Perfect. So on TikTok Reels, we've got that magical camera where you can start and stop. So we can film a little clip here as one character. Then we can put on a hat. I'm going to totally mess up my hair. Put on a hat. We can change our clothes and push play and be a different character. Then we can change and be a different character. And this can be, you could do a scene from your favorite movie or TV show, especially if it aligns with your casting sweet spot. You can do your own sketch comedy scenes. Like, is it Laura earlier? I don't want to scroll up. I'm going to lose my place. But so you can do your own sketch and you can do scenes with yourself. You can do scenes with actor friend too. It doesn't have to be just you. Okay. You can also perform duets and remixes. A duet and a remix. Duet is on TikTok. Remix is on Instagram. That's when you get to actually perform with another account. You just hit that little kind of re-Grammy button on Instagram now, and your video will be right next to theirs. On TikTok, we get a couple more options. You can be next to them. You can be, you know, the video can be different ways, horizontal or vertical. And what's cool about that is you can perform a scene with someone, but you can also sing with someone. So if you are also a musical theater artist, you know, not too long ago, I remember Andrew Lloyd Webber, the Andrew Lloyd Webber, right? It was playing music, and all these musical theater performers were singing, duetting with Andrew Lloyd Webber. And it was a fantastic way for them to show us their talents, but also to get on someone's radar, because when you duet someone or do a remix with someone, you show up in their notifications. So think about the possibilities there if you are remixing or duetting with someone that's like someone you love to know or work with or collaborate with. Pretty cool, right? So I hope that helps. Let me know, Sugar Plum. I want to be called Sugar Plum. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. All my comments went crazy. All right. Karina, I forgot my password on Instagram. How can I find it? Oh, I already answered that. Hey, Z Rice. What's up, HD? Nice to see you. Christina, do you have any new marketing classes in the works? I think it's Christina. I feel like you've taken all my classes. Good question. I have not told anybody about what I have in the works, but I do have a creator class. A lot of people don't realize I have a class called You Created It, Now What? With Tammy Lynn from Spotlight PR. She's an entertainment publicist. She does the press. I teach content creators how to spread the word about their project on social media. That's not a new class, but I do have that on my website. Not part of the summer sale because it's for content creators. I will be doing an Instagram Reels. I don't know quite what it's going to be called. It will probably be like a challenge for a couple weeks where you literally learn how every button works and how to create all different kinds of Instagram Reels. But I'm going to be honest, it actually might be geared toward businesses, not as much actors. Okay, I'm getting a lot of behind the scenes. I work with a lot of creative businesses that you guys know, whether they're podcast or acting coaches or casting directors or producers. I work with a lot of them on their social media. So I'm getting a lot of requests for courses for them, especially for Reels. So that may be my next venture next month. If that's something you'd be interested in, find me on Instagram and tell me you'd be interested in that Instagram Reels class. And I'll make sure you find out about it, because it will be a smaller group of people. Okay. I will help you actually create your Reels. So that's what I got right now, Christina, but you're on my list. You'll find out. All right. Chad, haven't cleaned house. Oh, haven't cleaned the house on your social media. Yes, it's true. You can't grow if you haven't cleaned your social media house. You are not going to grow. Z Rice, can you explain more about a posting strategy? Yeah, that's what I do in all my courses is, okay, your posting strategy actually needs to start with you. We got to put the me in your social media. Okay, we do a exercise in all of my classes. It's a series of questions. I do it with my clients too. We find out what makes you you. So yes, acting, but your strengths, your weaknesses, your hobbies, your vibe, your voice, all these things. We define what that is. And then we also set limits. We define what you're not going to talk about on social media, because that's a step a lot of actors miss too. You got to figure out what makes you you, but also let's figure out what you're not comfortable talking about. And let's cross that off. I call these your nunyas. These are anything in an interview where you'd say none your business. Okay, it could be where you worship, who you love, who you vote for, whether you post about your kids or not, whether you show your kids' faces or not. It could be any of these things. Okay, nunyas are different for everybody. Okay, it could be the fact you hate tacos, and like people might think that's weird, so you're not going to share that. Don't worry, I don't hate tacos. I love tacos. So that's Z Rice. That's what you're going to do. Figure out what makes you you, exclude your nunyas. What you have left are pieces of your story that we're going to put together for your online persona. And what we like to do is really find those 3 or 4 things that people can connect to. Yes, one thing is going to be acting, maybe 2 things are going to be, business related, but the third, maybe the fourth is going to be something else. Maybe you get cast as moms a lot and you're a mom, so you're going to post about that. Maybe, you've got to stay fit as an actor, especially if you do more action roles and um, that's part of your brand. Then maybe like The Rock, we see your fitness journey. We go to the gym with you, or we learn a little bit more about your fitness lifestyle, right? So we have to really define how you're going to tell the story, what the movie of you is going to be online, and what we're leaving on the cutting room floor. Okay. Got to do that work before I ever give you post ideas, before I ever even say, let's do reels. We got to figure out what makes you you. Okay. So that's all that goes into a posting strategy. And then you got to learn the posting basics. You got to learn how the functions on the app work, which is something I teach in all my classes. We got to get some post ideas. We got to learn how captions work, how to create an engaging post, how to add call to actions, all sorts of things like that. We could be here all day, Z Rice, on this topic. I'm glad you're here with me. Okay. Robert Ball, does LinkedIn even play it all in an online marketing strategy? Um, it can. It can. It depends how you fit into the business. Also, where are your connections? I think any social network is social and it's great for networking, right? Except for maybe, well, even a Facebook profile is going to be networking for the people you already know. So LinkedIn's kind of similar. We really connect on LinkedIn, if you're smart, with the people you already know. You shouldn't be going out and like just connecting with anybody. I get stuff like that all the time. It's like somebody who like builds houses or something, like just random stuff, Bitcoin people, like something I'm probably not interested in that they're trying to connect with me. I have no idea who they are. So LinkedIn, if you use it to stay top of mind with the people you already know, it becomes a hub where you can continue to grow relationships with them. So it can be very helpful, especially depending on your age. Like I know I don't use LinkedIn very much because my audience is actors and they're more active elsewhere. Also, an actor is never going to be asked how many connections you have on LinkedIn, and you're never going to be asked to post there for a gig. I shouldn't say never, but it's not really part of the industry. So for me, I don't focus on it because I have to focus on all the other platforms to teach you guys those where you're going to be asked to use them. Okay. So so for me, I don't use it that much, but I'm of the age where I have a LinkedIn. I'm 41. So, the people I am connected to on LinkedIn are people from my acting days, people I went to NYU with, a lot of casting directors, a lot of people that at any point, if I wanted to, start utilizing LinkedIn, you better believe I'm going to use it because I've got a lot of amazing connections there. Okay. So really, Robert, do you have connections there already? And also, if you are in a part of the industry where you might be more actor to business, meaning maybe you're in voiceover or audiobooks, and you may be wanting to contact, actually directly booking your own voiceover work or connecting with authors, then LinkedIn may be actually a good platform for you. Okay. But the other platform, like Twitter, is actually a great place for that as well. So if you're there, you can also utilize Twitter for finding authors and audiobook, things to help you with your audiobooks. All right. It is getting hot in here. Can you see? I might have to turn the air on, guys. It is hot. Bonnie, pinned, is that like tagging a post? Oh no, this is a newer feature on Instagram, Bonnie, where on my post, when people comment, all I have to do on the comment is swipe on it, swipe left, and there's like a little pin option, and I can pin up to 3 comments, on every post. So what that does is it kind of gives those 3 people, it lets people see their comment a little bit more than everybody else's. So if you can get people to pin your comment on Instagram, and I wouldn't ask for a pin unless it's a friend, but just leaving a very thoughtful, grateful comment, there's a very good chance somebody might pin it to the top. Okay. And like I said, I know there's a lot of people here that I've pinned their comments. Paul, hi Heidi, help. Oh no, I hope I can help. Let's see. I'm afraid to post. What's smart for an actor to post? Just starting to post on, just starting social media. My credits are IMDb, but indie, and my daughters say my stuff is cringy. LOL, help, thank you. Hey Paul. Well, depending on the age of your daughters, that may just be their thing. Okay, my daughter's 6, so she still thinks mommy's awesome. But I know as that she gets older, that will not be the case. I'd have to look at your content to actually say, ooh, we need to work on this or work on that. But first of all, don't be afraid to post. Watch my YouTube video from like 3 weeks ago where I interview Louise May Mosley. She was afraid to post, and I was on a live just like this a year, probably about in January, so not even a year ago, talking about the importance of connection, not perfection with your post. When we get focused on being perfect in our posts, we get posting paralysis. We don't post. We overthink it. We change our post 50 times, and now it's not, now we shouldn't post it, right? So stop overthinking your post, Paul, and just post it. Don't be scared. What happened with Louise was amazing because she went from 73 followers to update, guys. In that video, it was 360,000 followers. She hit 600,000 followers on TikTok this week. Five months? She might be at 6 months now. 73 to 600,000 followers on TikTok, all because she made the decision to post the dang thing. She had a whole folder of drafts on TikTok that she said she would never post. And when she did, people loved it. People responded. So don't be afraid to post, okay? What's smart for an actor to post? It really depends on you. That's what Z Rice asked about posting strategy. You're going to post about your actor's life, but you're also going to leave little breadcrumbs and tell us. It might be about, hey, do you get cast as being a dad? You said my daughters. Maybe you're going to post a little bit about being a dad. Maybe that's one of the categories you post about. Okay, so you first got to figure out what those, 3, 4 things, 4 topics and categories are that you're going to post about. Okay, then I don't have it on me right now, but I have a 30 post ideas for actors. You can go to marketingforactors.com/30post. That's 30 and post. And you can download that, Paul, and it's going to give you a lot of ideas. Okay. Also, if you're interested in taking class, like I said, the summer sale's going on right now, and both Rockstar and Instactor will help you with tons of post ideas. I wish I could reach it right now. I can't. I have a cool post coming up for you guys to help you get past the fear of posting. Okay. Maybe I'll try to get it. Let's see. My chair is really, really tall and big. So let's see. All right. Heidi disappeared. I'm coming back. Okay. So, Paul, what I want you to do, I want you to get a jar. Okay? I want you to get a jar. You don't have to put glitter on it like I have right here. But I want you to get a jar, and I want you to write with a Sharpie, just post it on it. And every time you post, it's all reflecting because of my ring light, but every time you post, I want you to put money in it. It could be $1, it could be a quarter, whatever you can afford, right? So this is what I've done this past week because I've posted a lot. Actually, this is only like half the week. Every time I post, I've been putting $1 in here. It doesn't matter if that post gets 5 likes or goes viral. I put $1 in here because really the hardest work is just showing up and doing it and putting it out in the world and then letting go of it. So this is going to be a post coming up, guys, on Reels. But Paul, I want you to do this. I want you to find some sort of jar, some box, right? Just post it and start just paying yourself a little bit just to put it out in the world. Be unattached to the outcome. Whether, like I said, whether it goes viral or whether it gets 5 likes. You're going to take yourself out to lunch at the end of the month, okay? Or take your daughters out. Since they're saying, well, don't take them out. They're saying you're cringy. Chad says, I remember that camping video about Reels. Yes, I had to break the latest news, and of course I went camping when they did Reels. Karina says, thanks. Thank you so much. All right. Ali, I am looking forward to signing up for your classes. Awesome. I'm looking forward to helping you. Michael Bullard. Hey, I see your name all the time. Glad you're here. Pandemic really screwed up my finances this year. Is there a certain time of the year that you lower the cost of your social rockstar course? I think it could benefit me. I only do that course a couple times a year now because I'm trying to couple that course with access to me. because we're learning 3 platforms. I just find that it really benefits people to actually get access to me. I did a session in January. I'm doing a session now. I'm not sure when the next one will be. I'm guessing about November, but email me, Michael, and I'll make sure. Email me when we're done. Heidi at marketingforactors.com, and I'll make sure that either I get a hold of you or my assistant does. Okay. Oh, Christina, you took Rockstar last summer. Okay. Will you have access to the new Rockstar? Go to module 5. It's amazing. It's no longer a 21-day challenge now. I've broken it into 5 weeks, and just because I find like it's more manageable. Okay. It's a new class because I created Rockstar, guys. I've been doing classes for actors a very long time now, online classes. Rockstar was created in 2016. The social media looks totally different. So, and I've been updating Rockstar. I always update my classes all the time, to include stories and reels and other things. But I figured now, 2021, it needed a total redesign to really reflect where we are now, right? Catherine Curidan, Tweepy. Tweepy. How would you spell Tweepy? I should know. It's on my bookmarks. Tweeepi. Tweepy. Okay. Maya, I love Instagram. Me too. All right. Okay. Whew. I got to get through these because it's getting late. Okay. Bonnie says, Instagram is your platform of choice for fun and acting. Awesome. Oh, this is when I asked you guys your favorite platform for social media. Awesome. Someone said, just wanted to say thank you for the follow on Twitter. Oh, no problem. And actually, on Instagram, I specifically really follow my clients and students. There might be some exceptions to that, but Twitter, if you are an actor and you're on my lives and you engage with me on Twitter or anywhere, I follow actors. If you're, a like-minded tribe, I follow you. So write me and say, Heidi, I just followed you. Follow me back. Since we don't have that cap on Twitter. That's why I follow so many actors on Twitter. I will follow you guys back. Maya says, my tan looks great. Oh, thank you. It's because I was on the beach last week shooting all those beach reels for you guys. Hashtag true story. Okay. Susan Solomon, I'm still having difficulties posting on Instagram. Susan, let me know what problems you're having and I can hopefully answer. Donnie, in Instagram stories, is there a way to reorder the highlighted videos or will they always sort by date created within each highlight? It's always oldest video first in a highlight. Yeah. Now the actual highlights themselves, we're talking Instagram highlights, guys. So that little menu that's right under your bio, the little bubbles, those are saved Instagram stories after 24 hours. Okay. Just wanted to backtrack for people who had no idea what I was talking about. So Donnie wants to know, Instagram stories, is there a way to reorder the videos that are in the highlight? They are oldest to newest, which it's annoying because of course the ones in the front are sometimes could be 2 years old, but that's why it's important to always go and update those. But you got to think, if you're using Instagram to tell a story, or you have highlights that are 15 seconds, but then they go into 30 seconds. You kind of want them to be oldest to newest, right? Or they would be backwards, right? You wouldn't be able to tell a story anymore. Now you can reorder your highlights. So the actual bubbles, the last one that you edit, so the last one that you go in and add something to is always the first one. So if you want to bump one to the front, just go in and add something to it. And you can even add something and take it out as well. Okay. And actually, Donnie, in Rockstar, I actually don't have a highlights training, mainly because Rockstar is so Rockstar. It has so much. I have to at some point, not put something in there. But last session, I gave the Rockstars a highlights training. I created a video for them. So I'm writing it down right now to make sure that you guys get it as well. Why do I have no paper? That's really unheard of when I go live. Okay. I'm writing it down, Donnie. Rockstars, you guys are going to get highlights training. Okay. Okay, perfect. It is so hot in here. Loving Instagram more every day through you. Loving TikTok and looking to love Twitter through you. Yay, Donnie. So excited to help you. Donnie started Rockstar. And Donnie, you were the first person to sign up the session. You actually signed up the day before I even opened registration. You somehow I had changed the page, but I didn't tell anybody I changed the page. So you snuck in. So she's been rocking it for like 2 weeks now. All right. Okay. Fighting MSA. Is a Wikipedia page favorable for being recognized? Well, if, at some point, especially as an actor, you will have a Wikipedia page. There are people that will set one up for you. You can go to like Upwork and Fiverr, and people can set one up for you. But know that you will have to have a certain amount of links that, impress for people to link to. Okay. And sometimes it sounds funny if you are an older actor. Sometimes your press is so old that there's not as many links. Okay. But yeah, it definitely is favorable. Just need to find somebody that specializes in that. That is not my specialty though. Dorothy, somehow my personal Instagram is connected to my professional Facebook page. How do I disconnect? You go into your Facebook page. Let me see if I can walk you through this right now. You go into your Facebook page. My computer is very slow when I go live here. All right, let's go into my Facebook page so I can actually walk you through this. My Facebook page that I don't use very often because, like I said, guys, you are not going to use everything. Okay. Oh, man, it's signing me into the wrong Facebook page. How are you doing this? Okay, so I don't know why it's asking me to connect to WhatsApp. Okay, here we go. So you're going to go into your Facebook page, and let's see where they moved it because they're always moving things. It's usually in settings. And then when we go to settings, yes, go to your Facebook page. I'm on desktop. Look at the menu on the left. Go and then click on settings. Click on Instagram. And that is where you'll see how your Facebook page is connected to Instagram. And at the bottom, you're going to have a choice that says disconnect Instagram. Got it? This will be saved afterwards if you didn't get that. Dorothy, that's how you disconnect. It's kind of hidden, but Donnie says, yes, please, Insta Reels. And like I said, it's probably going to be geared toward businesses, but not to say that it can't be useful to actors as well. Susan, are most of your classes in the videos you have on your website? And if we purchase the course, can we still access the various lessons? Yes, all of my classes. I know you guys work hard. I know actors, you guys have a lot of things you got to invest in. People think I'm crazy, but I give lifetime access to my courses, and that includes updates. So if you took the Social Rockstar Challenge 4 years ago, guess what? You got access to the one that I just redid in January, like the brand new one. Okay, go check. You should have access. You got YouTube Essentials 2 years ago. Well, guess what? You got the new one that I just redid in December, and that I've even updated recently. Okay, so yes, you get lifetime access. You have access to those. Okay. Robert, thanks so much, Heidi. I think I need to work toward bringing my LinkedIn contacts from another life into knowing my voiceover business, including audiobooks. Okay, perfect. Great. So yes, I didn't clue into the fact you did audiobooks. I had forgotten that because I think you're one of my Insta actors. And yes, so LinkedIn could be a very good tool for you. Okay. Teresa, you can make drafts. Yes, you can make drafts on Reels. So you can make a reel, save it to your drafts. You can make TikTok, save it to your drafts. You should see my drafts. I've got drafts for days. So I never have that moment of like, what do I post? I actually keep calm and I just check my drafts because I probably have a million videos that I recorded. Even if the text isn't on it yet, I've got all this to choose from. Okay. And Teresa, I have got a TikTok tutorial and a Reels tutorial on this channel that actually shows you that. It'll show you where the drafts are. Okay. Okay, guys, it's getting late and I am trying to get to all these questions. My daughter is coming home like very soon, which is amazing because yesterday was the first day my daughter has not been home since March of 2020. She has been in virtual school all of last year and all of this year, kindergarten and first grade. And I've been running a full-time business and going live. And so like yesterday, the house was so quiet. She's in a like small rec program for the summer. And it's amazing. So she gets back soon. You guys will hear her. She will kick me off this. My watermelon twin, if you guys saw my video. All right. Robert, I'll get moving on my Instagram classes with you for voiceover and my on-camera work. Awesome. Yes. Get on those and connect with me. Robert says getting 5 likes sounds good. Well, Hey, Robert, connect. I think I follow you on Instagram now, but when you start posting, let me know because I want to be one of those 5 likes or I want to bring it up to 6. Okay. Paul says, so helpful. Got the jar. Love this idea. Just post it. Yes. Get that post it jar and do it. And hey, have your daughters add glitter to it, just like my daughter did. All right. Michael, if you do it in November, that's when my birthday is. So that would be cool. Awesome. Awesome. Connect with me and we'll figure out when we know when it's going to be. I'll make sure that you're in on it. Okay. Suzanne, I still don't know how to do it and I'm unfamiliar with Instagram. Also, when I purchased your course, am I still able to access the new materials? Did I purchase Rockstar? Suzanne, I think you have Instactor, but you'll have to email me because I'm not sure. I think you have Instactor though. Go to Instactor. The first video of Instactor is amazing. It is like a 35-minute tutorial that shows you how every button works on the app. So if you don't know how to post or do anything, watch the tutorial, sign into Instactor on your computer, and follow along on the app on your phone. Okay? And you will know how everything works on the app after you watch that. Okay? You don't have to learn it all, but that first video of class is there for you. The same thing with Rockstar. If you guys are in my Rockstar class, I know there's a lot of Rockstars this session, which is awesome. You guys have a Twitter tutorial in there too. It's all at the bottom of module 1. So you have Twitter tutorial, you have Instagram tutorial, you'll find a Reels tutorial in week 2. So you guys can just watch them, learn it over time, right? You can't learn strategy and any advanced tactics if you don't know the 101. So I have to have this in my classes, okay? Donnie says, cool, and I'll ask on 7-1 as a reminder. Perfect. Okay, guys. All right. All right. Thanks, Justin, for your thoughtful comment. Teresa, are the classes live or video courses? Most of my courses are pre-recorded video content, and the reason why is you're looking at it's like a 6-module course. It's very hard to teach that live, especially when you guys have the most unpredictable schedules as actors and artists. So they are pre-recorded and they're updated all the time. Okay. The only thing that is live is this session of the Rockstar Challenge. You get access to a 5-week course that is pre-recorded, but there are 3 live calls with me. There are only a couple spots left. I feel like there's like 3 spots left. So, because that is going to be a smaller group of people, so I can audit your bios, so I can help you with your posting strategy and your follower growth strategy. Okay, so Rockstar is the only one that actually has access to me. Okay. All right, Donnie. Yep, I'm both business and actor. Awesome. And yes, actually, I think I found that because I followed your bio and I saw that you had a coaching business. So yes. Okay. All right. Okay, Teresa. This will be my last question. Teresa says, where's the Rockstar link? I didn't see it with the other 3 on your page. It is there. It's the one on the bottom. So I think Insta Actor might be first, then YouTube Essentials, and then Rockstar is right underneath that. And it'll take you right there. Okay. All right. And then if there's still a few spots left, then the link will take you there. All right, guys. Well, I'm over an hour, which I never do. And my daughter is going to start tearing the wall down here. Chad says, thanks, Heidi. Say hi to Tallulah. That is my daughter, Tallulah. I will, Chad. I will. As you've seen on Instagram, last year she live bombed some of my lives since she was home all the time, but now she's photo bombing my reels. So, and you guys are loving it. So maybe it needs to happen more often. All right, guys. So thank you for joining me. I always love seeing you guys on these lives. Like I said, reminder, this ends on Thursday. Hi, Jennifer. Hi from the Netherlands. You're welcome. Nathan, enjoy the AC. Yes, I thought you meant Atlantic City because that's where I was last week. But I'm going to enjoy the AC. You too. You just signed up to be a rock star. If you did, I'm going to be so excited to help you. Yay! Okay, guys. So there's probably only like 1 spot left. So I will see you guys in class. I will see you on YouTube, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. And until next time, I'll see you on social and hopefully with air conditioning. Bye, guys. See you on social. Let me end this. There we go.